Stonedead TV, bringing the chaos. Kira Mack. Woo!
Yeah!
What a busy summer you guys have had.
Too much.
It's been chaos.
It has been chaos, literally.
We're never anything else, so it's on brand.
Castles yesterday.
Castles yesterday. We've had festival season. We've had tours. We've had you name it.
We've got more. We're never stopping. We've got more coming. But yeah, it's been busy. We did the castle yesterday. Excited for tonight. Soundcheck was good.
And we're writing album 2 at the moment as well. So trying to fit that in around the schedule has been tough.
Yeah,
But it's good, it's exciting.
So maybe the second album should be just called Chaos 2.
We
Even more
honestly,
chaos.
Joe pitched that, and I was like, "That is the worst idea I've ever." Chaos called. Chaos miscalled.
One new message. One new message.
Yeah, one voicemail.
What is it like playing a castle? Because not many people have played a castle, and it's becoming quite a popular thing. What's it like in the atmosphere?
There was no roofs. There was no central heating. No running water. Other than that, it was great.
My shin on a really old step. Really hurt. It's quite...
No, 'cause it never told us about it.
No, he never told us.
So it's just like medieval times then.
But it was
It
meant-
makes you feel like a
The
king.
sound is really good because there's walls of stone, so everything that comes back. So obviously, like we wear in ears, and I have my ambient mic like all the way up, so I feel like I'm in the room because I hate the in ears.
Technical term, ambient mics, mics pointed at the
Crowd, so you can hear what's going on. It sounds like you're involved, and it sounded amazing because all the walls of stone, and it was coming back at us.
The crowd were brilliant, actually. They were really up for it. It was a really nice crowd there.
Yeah, it's a good night.
Yeah, it was a really nice night.
But enough of that. This is Stonedead.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you've heard about Stonedead, haven't you? As everybody has. It's the 5th anniversary. You guys are playing the Friday night. You've done your sound check. You've been in the field. You've seen the arena.
We've had our sandwiches. We've got a pint on.
I mean, it's going to be a fantastic evening, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't wait. We're really, really excited. This is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, this is my favourite stage so far. So hopefully it'll be our favourite crowd, and that would make it our favourite festival.
What, better than
Sound check was phenomenal. The sound check, with nobody there, sounded amazing. And even just, the 2 people in the back clapping, So when there's natural crowd, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
With the stage like that size is everything, let's be honest.
Oh, they say it's not, but it is, let me tell you.
It is. It is, isn't it? Let's not beat about the bush. It is. It's the thing, isn't it?
Nobody ever wanted a small glass of wine.
I like a big stage.
So you guys have had a massive year, as I said. Awards. How much of a surprise was that?
That was like insane. Obviously, like it's really nice to get recognised with awards and stuff, but we genuinely just love the graph. Like we love the music, we love making it, we love sitting on the M6 for 17 hours. Like we love it, and it sounds nuts, and you have to be nuts to like do this job anyway. So to have an award is just kind of the cherry on top to get like recognised for all the hard work you put in. So yeah, very cool.
And I think as well, because it was voted for by fans, it means more then, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it definitely does. We've got the best fans in the world. Like I will fight anybody that says different.
all 200 of them?
Yeah.
Talking about this, our Spotify monthly listens it's just ticked over 60,000, which is mind blowing. So you sort of combine that with the award, and you're just like, wow, just so grateful to, like you say, the fans.
We had 9 monthly listeners at this time last year.
Yeah.
Like we'd released 2 singles, and I think they'd have gone from 9 monthly listeners to about 112. Now it's at 60,000. Is like
That's mad.
it's huge, isn't it? No, it's like who are these people? Who was listening to our little songs that we wrote in Joe's bedroom?
You see, this is exactly it, right? You write stuff, like you said, in a bedroom, not expecting anybody to, buy it and all this kind of stuff, for your own satisfaction. Next thing, boom.
Yeah, it's really good, and hopefully it will just keep growing. I mean, I've got no plans of stopping, and I'm sure the boys would say the same.
He was listening anyway, so it's great that people want to turn up and
Buy
buy a
a t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Shows. That's always good.
The thing is, as well, because you're associated with the TV show that you did.
Yeah.
All the best people never won it.
Yeah. And
Right.
also like,
Chris Dowtree,
yeah.
Adam Lambert. Let's just go through the list.
I like
yeah?
that you're using the rock and
Huh?
rollers as
It was
well.
elsewhere. Lado, Morgan Wallen was on the American one, wasn't it?
Morgan Wallen was on it. Like Ashland Craft is also an incredible solo artist. She's amazing. She was on it, and I think everyone's always like, why didn't you go on as Rhiannon Hill? And I was like, smart. That was 4.4 million listeners on a Saturday night. It was in a very, very, even if I didn't get a turn for the blind audition, I knew that people would come away and watch. And a small percentage of the first tour that we ever went on, we literally, The Voice aired, we released the album, went on tour. A small percentage of those people that watched me on The Voice have translated over to the band, and that's exactly what we wanted to happen. That's why what I wanted to happen was, when somebody typed Kira Mack into YouTube, when they were looking for The Voice audition, our music videos will come up too. And that was my idea of it, and that's how it worked out. So.
Work smart, work hard.
Yeah.
It's the way forward. European tour coming up.
If all of us come back, it'll be a fucking miracle.
Well, Brett's got his birthday in Germany, so we're assuming that'll be the end of Brett.
yeah. We're playing a place called Hell, which is fitting. So.
Lager, and more lager.
Sausages.
It doesn't like lager.
He does.
You will do.
He likes old man beer.
that he likes.
Old man beer. Like Doom Bar.
No, endorsement incoming.
For hell.
Have you guys?
Zooming in on that. Did you get that? Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Have you guys written anything for the second album yet? Have you
Yes.
got-
We've got too much for the second album. We've got to start
got a
chopping.
lot.
We always say like we don't want to kill anybody's babies, but we did. Some do have to die for the second album.
But yeah, KMHQ is in full swing at the moment. You know, we're working on stuff like every day. You know, there's a new idea, or there's tweaking something, or there's I've just heard this song. What about this, Joe? You know, it's just going and going and going.
We've got
and
4
like you
or
say,
5 songs on this set.
There's loads. I bought a synth.
Yeah.
a keytar is the way forward? You
I've been
realise
googling
that?
it already. And also, I want a cape, and I want to emerge from the stage like with smoke.
He wants to be a ghost, is what he's saying.
I do want to be a ghost.
That's not a bad band to be in. Let's be totally honest here. Reinventing themselves every single day, aren't they? You know, reinvent.
Quite a few from that might go onto the album tonight.
Well, there's the highlight chance. So what we did was we wrote loads of songs and we got in the studio and we like demoed them before we went on the last tour, and then we road tested them. So we rotated them every night and we saw which ones the crowd given to a little bit more than others and which they were really fucked about, and we kind of went back and changed some, merged some together, made some new songs and stuff. So it's always evolving. So yeah, we're really excited. We will be playing some tonight though, won't we? I don't know which ones because I can't remember the set list, but it'll be fun.
Another band, the best of British. Britain is full of some great talent at the moment, and you are part of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What can we say? Right, festival memories before we go. Worst that you can remember.
Worst festival memory from any festival ever.
Surely breaking your knee in a pit.
Oh yeah. So this is going to be like a 1-minute story. I'll run it down. I went to Bloodstock in 2019. That year I did Download, Blue Dot and Bloodstock, which Bloodstock was the last festival. And I got in the pit at Parkway Drive and a big fat man landed on me, snapped my tendon, tore my cartilage and took me out of the game for 6 months.
And it's still not healed.
But I did go to the hospital, got some crutches and went back to the festival because I wasn't missing the Scorpions.
Hardcore.
Always.
Don't mess about that. And it was Parkway.
It was. How can you not get in the pit at Parkway? Just something came over me. Just couldn't resist.
Anybody else got? How can you top that?
I'm trying to think
Probably
of
the
worst.
fact that Max and Alex have to use a Portaloo.
My worst one was Download this year. Hottest weekend of the year. And on the walk to the toilets was a nice, like, bark chipping wait, and you think, okay, I'll have my wee come back. By the end of the weekend, there was like a moat of smelly brown water, and it had not rained all the time we were there. So what is this smelly brown water that we have to walk through now to wee? So
Yeah, that was pretty. That was gross.
In flip-flops.
No, Cubans and flares every day of the year. He's like a Texas cowboy. Like he's in like a full get up at all weathers.
I don't think
Good
it's a bad
effort.
festival memory though, because festivals are always great. Like even if a bad thing happens, it's always great.
It's
anyway,
always
isn't
great,
it?
isn't
We
it?
great.
always
Of course
say,
it
what
is.
does my dad always say? It's for the stories. We're all the stories.
It'll be in the book
We've lived
when you're
in it.
60.
We've actually got a book full of quotes.
Oh,
that we
I've
should
got a
or
good one
should
for
not.
you. This is a good festival memory though.
It's a good one.
When was it? I went to Download
19.
Was it 2019? Was when Slipknot headlined, yeah? And you shouted at me and I ignored you.
Yeah.
That was it. So we went. Like I'm not really like a festival goer. It's not really like my thing. I'd rather go to like a gig than go to a festival. But we went just. So me and two of my mates went because his company that he was working for at the time was providing like the TP tent thing for the VIP. So they got guest camping for like 60 quid a ticket. And we was like, oh yeah, let's go. So we got loads of beer, blah, blah, blah. Went, got in the camping area, got like set up next to someone, and we was like, oh, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And it was Danny Filth's mum from Cradle of Filth.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
That's really
End
good.
of interview.
Were you going to ask the best? Were you going to ask the best memory?
And the best. What's your best memory then?
I
From the
suppose
festival?
it's got to be us playing. We've played some incredible festivals. We played obviously Steelhouse 2 years on the bounce, which is that's like going home. That's why it's just like they scoop us in, feed us, water us, beers. Everything is amazing. Like we have the best time. It's like family. Yeah.
When you get treated right, that makes all the difference.
Honestly, and like they've just topped it this year because like Maiden Stone was great. Steelhouse again was amazing. Today's been absolutely top class. Like I think just when we play festivals, we haven't come across a bad one yet. So that would be our highlight, I think, probably.
Kira Mack, fantastic. Stonedead 2023.